Hey guys, it's Mel and welcome back to my channel. Now if you're just finding me for the first time guys, my name is Mel. I'm a full-time eBay seller here in Australia. Basically I sell books and stuff on eBay. I buy it for cheap at the thrift shops and I sell it on eBay for profit. And if that kind of thing interests you, then make sure you hit the subscribe down the bottom. Today is Tuesday and what have I got for you? Well, I guess it's a little bit of a day in the life. I'm here working in the shed today. I've got a big mess behind me. I really want to get this shed cleaned before Friday. That is the cutoff because there's quite a lot of jobs that I need to do amongst the cleanup. Now my shed has been a mess for a while now and there's certain areas of the shed in here that really aren't making me work as productively as I can. So I'm on a bit of a mission to clean it up. And what I want to do is I've got quite a bit of inventory in here that isn't actually listed on eBay. So I'm coming into 2022 and I've got some big goals for the year. And my listing goal is to list 200 new items every single week. Now, in order to do that, one, I need some room in here for growth. So I really need to look at what items are taking up space in here that don't need to me. And I've got some unlisted inventory that's taking up shelf space on the bottom of my shelves in the back room. And it really doesn't need to be there. I either need to be dealing with that inventory instead of it letting it just pile up and sit there in boxes, or I need to take it from here and move it into my storage unit where I'm keeping all my unlisted inventory. What I want is this shed to be full of the listed inventory and my eBay stations. And my stations are my shipping area, my photography area, and my computer area. Only unlisted stock that I want in here is the stock that I want to be working on and getting listed ASAP. Now, when I moved into the shed here, I stored on all the bottom shelving units boxes and boxes of Death Pile that I was going to list. I was going to open it up box by box and list. These empty patches are boxes that I've just been pulling out. You can see there's more down there. These two bottom shelves here, they are all Death Pile. These three shelves here are all Death Pile. Now, this is where I have been building sets and different types of books. However, for the majority of the time, these books just sit in here taking up space. I have just pulled this out of one of the boxes that was sitting in my Death Pile, and I just can't believe it. What a waste. I've got this huge pile here of vintage Sweet Valley twin books. I've got Babysitter's Clubs, Billy B. Brown. I've got a whole heap of Dr. Seuss. Plus I've got the Snicket book sets here. So I'm absolutely kicking myself that all these books were just sitting in a box that was hidden on the bottom of one of my shelves. And this is the reason why Death Piles are so bad. You can have all this really great stock and meanwhile you're going out to the thrift shop every other day buying new stock. If I was to see this in the thrift shop today, I would be grabbing this to list. So why aren't I grabbing it from my Death Pile to list? This is a very, very bad habit that many resellers have. It's not just me. Many resellers are buying stock, putting it into boxes or hiding it away in tubs and bags and corners. And they're sitting it in their houses or their rooms or their sheds and they're not dealing with it. So there is a big difference, guys, between having a Death Pile, which is all the stuff that sits hidden that you never actually deal with, and having an inventory pile which is sorted and organized so that you can actually work through that and get that stuff listed. This stuff isn't even hard to list. I don't know why it's sitting there. I'm kicking myself. I've got my photography table anyway all set up. So as I'm unpacking these, I'm actually going to get some of them listed straight away because I want to clear them and I want to put them away. The idea of cleaning up the shed is I have to get the stuff put away. So instead of putting this into a box to do later, this has been in the box for too long. I'm going to get this photographed and deal with it. Okay, I know why these have been in the Death Pile because they got terrible stickers on them. So that was actually a bigger job than I thought. That just took me 40 minutes to photograph all those books. Now, the reason why it took me so much longer than it normally would was nearly all of those books had little price stickers on them. So I know now why they were in that Death Pile. They were definitely in there because I've set them aside because they were like large bundles that had lots of stickers, so it was time consuming to kind of prep them. However, I've ended up with 11 bundles out of that lot that I've made up. So I'm just going to upload the photos now to my computer. I'm actually going to get those 11 listed straight away because those books have been sitting in my Death Pile for far too long. Those books are worth money. and I want them listed. So I'm just going to do it now before I go any further. The books are all photographed. They've all been wrapped and bundled in my shrink wrap. They've all been put on their shelves, on their inventory shelf. I've got the SKU numbers and everything where they are. Except for being listed, those items are all done. There was actually 12 bundles, not 11. I miscounted. Well, actually, I photographed a bundle as about 9 books. 2 of them were from a different even series. So I had to go back and re-photograph those. So that was dumb. So it ended up it meant I had another bundle. Anyway, those 12 bundles I have listed for a total of $650.68. So that has taken me about 40 minutes to photograph, 20 minutes to list. Let's say it's taken me an hour to do 12. Now, normally if I'm listing without doing the photographs, I list about 25 to 30 within an hour time slot. So the fact that it took me an hour to do 12 then, but I have to take into account there was a lot of sticker removing on those books. So that was where my time got taken up then. But $650.68. So I estimate probably about $130 in shipping within that lot, $120, $130. I've probably got round about $100, what is it, 15% in fees, 65, probably about $100 in eBay fees. So let's say $100 eBay fees, $130 post, that's $230 off my $650. I'm still making like a $420 profit if all of those 12 bundles of books sells. $420. So for the hour that it just took me, $420, guys. Anyway, that's not accounting all my time for sourcing those books and whatnot and storing them. I totally am aware that there's other costs involved in business, guys. That was just a rough breakdown for you, but that was just one box in my death pile. What about all these other boxes down here? How much money have I got sitting here? If that's not motivation to go and pull a box out of your death pile and list, then I don't know what is. Whew, what is next? I'd already done my listing for today and now I've just added another 12, so I have to update my tally and go me, 12 more listings into my store. So here is my listing chart. Now I started it on Monday, which was the 3rd of January because that's when I started back work. I did 60 listings on Monday and I have already done 55 this morning. Let's add on another 12, 55, 65, 67. Woohoo! Okay, so not bad, is it? My listing goal for the week is 200 listings per week this year. I've already done 127 in 2 days, plus I've filmed 2 videos. Go me, I'm on a roll. So just to clarify that with my listings, last week I actually prepped a lot for this week. So I actually started my week with already 200 listings pre-scheduled for Monday to Friday of this week. So about 80 out of those 127 were actually already scheduled. The other ones I've done on top of what I've had to do. I've come in here both mornings, spent about an hour, hour and a half in here doing some listings. Fingers crossed now the sales start to go. So I'm feeling pretty accomplished today. On top of doing all this, I've actually done a post run this morning. I went to 2 thrift shops. I only bought 3 small things because I do have the death pile. I'm very conscious about what I'm buying. Tomorrow I will be back in this shed, continuing to go through all these boxes in the death pile and get this shed clean. Remember, Friday is my goal for a very clean shed. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I can't wait to see you again in another couple of days for my next installment. And if you got all the way to the end here, don't forget to give me a like. And if you're not subscribed, hit that little subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.